And going live in 3, 2, 1. You guys can go.
Okay, perfect. You want me to start, or you got something to say before I go ahead and just hop right into it?
Hello, everybody. This is Electronic Logic. I am going to be your host for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. I am a longtime speedrunner, first-time hoster, so this is going to be fun for everybody. Let's get some more donations in. Let's see if we can get up to 7,000 by the end of this run, or higher. That'd be even better. But this is going to be run by Doctorchosen, Resident Evil 4. Take it away.
All right, hey guys. So I'm going to be running New Game Plus Pro category. It's the hardest difficulty, and we're obviously going to already have a save file set. I'm going to go ahead and just get into it, and we're going to be using Costume 2 because it makes Ashley invincible for the run. For those of you who have played the game, you know it's a lot easier when you have to look after her. But if you want me to count down, we can get the timer started whenever.
On your mark.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Got it, select.
Alright, so what you're going to notice here is, right off the bat, I'm running a lot faster than what you guys might remember playing the game on your own. And what I'm doing right now is called the Dipman glitch. In normal new game runs where we're not using a saved inventory, for example, you don't get this glitch until you get to unlock the striker past the sewers. But because we're using a save file, we can use the Dipman glitch right off the bat, and it will increase our speed throughout the entire run. The load time, and then what you have to remember is the load time to go in and out of the inventory, it counts towards the timer when you're using real time. So you have to, vary whether or not it's worth using the Dipman glitch based on if you're running a short distance or not, because things like getting hit by an enemy, climbing, or jumping down things, or just any action within the game itself that's not vertical will just cancel out the glitch entirely, rather. Sorry. So our first little trick coming up here is going to be village skip. So in order to activate the village cutscene, you gotta kill 15 enemies, and they spawn in 3 different sections. One there, and one right here. Now skip the village. Got it for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of downtime in this game, just running back and forth, backtracking, but it does pick up in the mid to late game for sure. Game's a bit loud, yeah. That's just a weird thing with this game. Is it's just very loud compared to all the games on Steam. So there's a bit you can actually do here. I'm not gonna do it just for sake. It only saves like 2 to 3 seconds, and if you miss it, you just basically end up shooting yourself with no save time. But you just boulder skip, and you skip this whole cutscene. But you're running down in the cutscene anyway, so it only saves like 2 to 3 seconds. So for the sake of the no reset, I figured I'd just play a little safer. Alright, yeah, that's true. It is just loud on PC anyways. That's chapter 1.
Now.
You're gonna see a little thing here. I'm gonna line myself up with the door, kick it, and I'm gonna dip into a hand grenade. Whoops, didn't dip in, but got the grenade off, and that's the important part. And what it does is it blows up into both these doors, so you don't have to kick them open to cancel the Dipman glitch. Drop at any point when you have to reset it. You reset it when you're kicking open doors or when you're hit by an enemy. Like for example there. The cool thing about menuing in this game is you can basically menu as fast as you're able to, like, physically with your your hands, which is kind of a cool part. So you're gonna see I don't Ditman here because it's a short distance, and then I will re-Ditman right here. Well, didn't mean to miss it there. I will say, usually I'm not hit this much already into the run, but just a little bit of nerves getting here, you know? So the difference between the professional difficulty and the normal difficulty in this game is all the enemies will run at you a lot faster, and their attack patterns then in that case, you can't run faster than them, and they become random. And so a lot of times you'll see me get hidden spots where I literally can't avoid because of, you know, the attack patterns are going out. And also, you notice I Ditman to a flash grenade over weapons a lot of the time, and that's because holding a grenade actually increases your run speed even faster. Okay. Yeah, so as you saw there, I jumped vertically down, and the Ditman glitch doesn't cancel out if you jump vertically down or you climb up a ladder that's vertical. But it will cancel out if you climb up a ladder that is not entirely vertical. Cutscenes also deactivated. And then this is just another boulder, you smash as fast as you can. No way to skip this. And here you're gonna watch the other one. Hey, hello, Cake, how's it going, dude? Thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. Can we get some Chosen Smooths in the chat, please? Great to see all the subs I have in there. Appreciate everyone supporting the cause. The streams are, it's very important that we do things like this and support everyone else's fellow humans. And this charity and speedrun event just, it's been such a good time, you know, for everyone. All three of us, that's right. So this is the first boss. This is Del Lago. This is known as the run killer early on, just because it's a random attack pattern. Okay. I'm just gonna try to play this as fast as I can. Not exactly a good cycle, but it's better in early dives, so. And it takes, on professional difficulty, it takes 11 harpoons to kill it. And it has 2 places it can come up. kind of closer. Not the cleanest, but didn't get hit and wasn't an early dive, so we'll take it. Yeah, so what you guys just saw me do there is, the PR laser is like one of the most broken weapons in Resident Evil 4 New Game Plus. Basically what it does is, any enemy that's within sight, it will just one-shot, excluding certain bosses that have, you know, stages. And then it'll also hit any entities. So, for example, those 3 boxes that you need to, in order to jump across this river, if you just shoot it, it will clear all 3 of them and knock them all down in one go, instead of having to shoot them manually.
Just let me know when there's a good time for donations.
Right now is actually a pretty good time. Then go ahead.
Alright, we have a $10 donation from Anonymous that says, "Good stuff, Dylan."
Appreciate it, thank you.
And just a reminder, we are raising money for the bail project. They pay bail for people in need who can't afford it, so they can go home to see their families. It's a great cause.
And here we have the first boss after Delago, and he's done. Really that easy, just infinite rocket launcher. It's pretty easy. Whoops. I'll come over here and just do this quick puzzle. There we go. And now we're gonna pick up actually the worst part of this game. Whoops. Alright, you guys are gonna hear a lot of clang clang for the next 15 minutes. Since the night costume is the loudest costume as well. Now I'm actually, so Ashley's run speed is actually faster than Leon's, so there are certain areas where when you run a long distance you should be using the Ditman glitch because she will eventually catch up to you. But a lot of the shorter areas you don't want to do it because you're just going into the menu, which takes time for no reason. And you can't access the next area without her anyways. The thing is, you can also body block, as you'll see here. Actually, he missed anyways, but yeah. We use her to body block a lot of shots later on in the run. Clank, 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 yeah, that's... I'm gonna run along the right side here, and it will cause Ashley's pattern to also run along the right side, so she doesn't get she doesn't get feared by the enemies when they run away. There are also a lot of cutscenes where if you have Ashley, and you run ahead of her, and the cutscene starts, Ashley will be teleported to the cutscene. So, and then this is the cabin where with Lewis. We're gonna stab Lewis, and we're gonna just open it up as soon as possible. And basically, you just fall or fire these rockets out these windows until the cutscene skips. Pretty slow cabin. Actually, it's pretty average. It's a good time for donations if there's any more. Also, another thing you'll notice is I equip the striker whenever I'm using a key item, and the reason for it is because I'm going to be dip-mining in the next section anyways. It saves me from having to go into the inventory for an extra time. So any single time where I need to use a key item for any reason, I'll just switch to striker immediately. There are very few exceptions to that rule though. And this is actually the only time in the run where you use the striker as an actual weapon rather than just for the speed glitch. The Ditman glitch. I love you, son. Love you too, Luker. Appreciate you stopping by. Ah! Yeah, and just yelling as they fall every time. Here, one more. Ah! That's the last of them, unfortunately. No more yelling. Red dot sight striker, yeah.
Do we have a moment now?
Yeah, go for it.
We have another $25 donation from Anonymous. Shout out Doctorchosen, San Diego's local social justice warrior, and Honk King, and also Black Lives Matter.
Thank you, appreciate it. This is the boss of the village, but if you use a PR laser, you shoot him twice, he ends, and then get out of here. It's pretty easy. He has a 2-stage though, so the PRL does not one-shot him.
Are you okay, Leon?
And then Ashley asks him okay as I run out of a burning building. why are Leon's costumes normal during cutscenes? I'm not actually sure. That's something that other Resident Evil games have changed, but in this one they didn't want to, I think, remake all the cutscenes with different costumes. Whoops. So here we're going to dip into a different flash grenade, and the reason for that is we're going to throw it, and if we throw the flash grenade that we used for the running glitch, for the rest of the run we're either going to have to change the location of another one, or we're just going to have to keep moving next to our inventory, so we don't need to.
Follow me.
And then we don't care if she gets taken, because she'll just appear at the cutscene right here. And here's one of the harder sections for a casual playthrough. For New Game Plus, so it's a very, very easy section. You'll take out both those catapult guys, and then immediately start cranking. And there will be this Reaper comes over, and actually just tanks everything for us. And then firing this cannon resets the entire room right here, so it kills all the enemies. Absolute units, right? Alright, this room's a little tricky. I'd say this is one of the more trickier parts in the earlier of the game. We're gonna use Ashley to bait them, keep them up there, while we take the two swords. Did I do that right? Yeah, we did. So she'll get picked up here. Okay.
Follow me.
That's fine. I'm gonna lose like a second or two. I had her stand too close to the staircase, so she got grabbed, which is my fault. No, she can't be stolen, they just drop her. But it's kind of funny, they pick her up and then they immediately drop her because they can't carry her, too heavy. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna stop them. And then out here, these guys are still stunned. There's new enemies, but we just run past them. And we use Ashes to kick open this door, so we don't have to enter it in the flesh. Whoa. We will not be discarding that, we kind of need that for this run. Okay, this part's up here for the next minute is kind of slow if we have anything else we need to do.
Wait. Follow me.
We're gonna stun these guys with the PRL. It also acts as a flashbang, which is really cool. We use it just for light damage. Run past them. Now we're gonna get into Waterhall, which is one of the arguably hardest parts of the run. let's do this. I wish this entire game was a Del Lago section. I can't say I agree.
Wait. Follow me.
Yeah, grab here. I'm gonna stun all the enemies, and then she'll tank that. And we'll use her to do this while we protect her. What weapon is this? It's a PRL Plagas removal laser, and you kind of just use it to farm enemies in large spaces.
Look, there's a crate
Alright,
over there.
this next 2 minutes are pretty slow, so if we have any donations or anyone. Just protecting Ashley, not much going on.
We do have one donation from Hardy the Dead Beetle.
Watch out for me.
$5. They say,
Leon, help!
Yeah, this room's pretty easy in New Game Plus. In New Game Pro, it's one of the hardest rooms in the game, but on Plus it's not that difficult since we have this weapon. Okay, let's see here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and get a first. I took a lot of damage in the village, unusually, so I'm just gonna come get this, and it doesn't eat lizards anytime. It's pretty safe. There we go.
also we have a $25 donation from Braden Blaze. Love being able to see my favorite streamer, Doctorchosen, join for NoReset RE-a-thon. I know he's been working hard for this event, and I'm happy to know it's paid off. Glad to be donating to such a good cause.
Thank you, Braden. Appreciate it. Love you, man. Appreciate all my friends that are watching right now, from wherever they are. I'm gonna get out of here. Also, a fun new little animation you might have saw there was when Leon catches Ashley in the night armor, he pushes on his back like he hurt his back catching her.
Yeah, I'm just dropping in to say that I would really, really like to see 7K happen during this run. So let's make it happen, people.
I'm going to be sad if it doesn't.
Alright, now we're going to enter the sewers with the Novistadors, if you guys are familiar with those. Basically, how they attack you has a lot to do with how you're focusing your camera. So if you move your camera away from them, a lot of their attacks can't hit you. And then you can also avoid being chained by them.
I just want to say that if you guys make Logic sad, I will never forgive you.
Nor will I.
This man sacrificed his scalp for a great cause in Atlanta.
No, that I could run past him, it's kind of greedy.
I refuse that his sacrifice would be in vain and ignored. This man had my name written with a red Sharpie on his forehead. And I will not forget. I will not forget. Also, you know, we got to work towards that 10K goal for the tofu run. Everyone could use a little protein at the end of this event.
That's true. Oh, whoops. Must have dipped in there, it's fine. You can do jet ski, we will absolutely be doing jet ski glitch at the end of this run. So I'm not going to be doing the incendiary grenade trick here. It's a little difficult and I normally don't do it in my runs anyways. So instead we're going to get this guy activated. The cutscene's going to come over here, we're going to shoot him with the rocket launcher, and we're going to collect this key item this way. Alright, and here's the hardest puzzle in the game, so pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really that easy. Let's use this one. If you have to be careful here, because if you don't open, you can actually kick them and it'll cancel your Ditman glitch. Kind of funny. I've done it a few times for sure. And that was perfect art room. That's kind of cool. That art gallery, like, alone would have been a gold split in my runs, so that's kind of cool. One, two, three, four is a tough pattern. A lot of the puzzles in Resident Evil games are just like, they look super intimidating, but they're actually like super easy. It's kind of funny. This game's no exception. And then here we're in a hedge maze with all the dogs. So we're gonna have dogs chasing us for this entire hedge maze, and if we're lucky, we won't have a single one hit us. Cool, missed. Whew. I was kind of clenching there, but we're good. Alright. And some of the best music in the game is here. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, well. Okay, I got combo there, but thankfully I got out. I did not get out. Okay, we're good. Whew, that was kind of... I did something risky there, so that's why I got chained. We're good, though. I was literally like a frame off of dying there, so... Yeah, they can sunlock you, which is kind of unfortunate.
We got a moment?
Yeah, go for it.
We have another $20 donation from Allie Myers with no comment. Thank you. And just remember, all donations of $5 or more can be entered into the raffle for the RE Essentials PS2 bundle. Just make sure you check that box.
I can get out.
And now we get to play as Ashley. Basically playing with Mr. X's armor suit, practically. The cool thing about having the armor suit here is you'll see once I get this key item, the knights actually can't kill you in this chapter. You actually can't die as this is the only chapter in the game you cannot die in. Outside of the very last one. Actually no, you can in the last one. Last one's not very dumb. But yeah, it's the only chapter you cannot die in, as Ashley. And then here I'm gonna let them hit me because the fall down animation is super long, where just getting hit for no damage is a lot faster. Bonk. Yeah. Now we're back together. The game gets kind of slow at this point. The castle in the middle of the game, it's like there's just a lot of puzzles you have to do in finding key items. And I'm gonna switch to the striker because I'm gonna be ditmanning in this lava room. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to aim down here. And what this will do is this will kill those two enemies there so they can't combo us later or stun us. But it will not kill the these horses that come down, which activate cutscenes. It's the only one you want to activate, it's the one you have to. How many playthroughs to get 1 million? I did 2 full playthroughs of this game and I was able to get an entire New Game Plus setup, which is about 3 million, so... And then if you do this in a timely manner, you'll hit the cycle to go back. Yeah, a lot of the hidden gems in this game give you, if you combine them, because each section has its own like item and then 3 gems that go with it. You can get a lot of money that way for New Game Plus. Alright, so the next two rooms we're going to do is going to be the King and Queen Grail. Basically, you have to get one of each to activate the next room, and then after that, we lose Ashley again.
Wait.
So a cool thing about Dipman Glitch is you can actually push items like this faster, and it won't cancel, it'll just put you in, it'll just move them faster, and then you'll sometimes glitch into them. You can actually deactivate this room before you go in it. Doing it before or after doesn't really change the time. It's just funny to show people it. Yeah, a lot of the glitches in this game are actually only possible because of the Dipman glitch. It gives you a speed boost to activate a lot of out-of-bounds stuff.
Wait.
And these you do dodge because you don't have Ashley's armor. If you've actually taken no damage up to this point, you can tank both the hits and you'll be fine. But I used already 2 for full first aid, so I'm not even gonna try it. I'm actually going to grab both these herbs because of all the damage we took earlier. And sometimes that happens, where if there's an enemy hidden behind a wall, it won't, or like an invisible wall, it won't go through.
Follow me.
Alright, and beyond this door we lose Ashley again, and we have to fight a bunch of novice doors. Got it first try. Didn't get hit here, it's kind of cool. However, I apparently did miss that. Never done that before. That's kind of funny. You kill all the enemies and miss the bridge, which is an important part to hit. Alright. He's insane, true. RNG smiley face. Nah, it's just me. I'll let you guys know if it's RNG, but this run just been mostly me. Whoops. Okay, hopefully I got them all. Sometimes you miss them and then you have to go scour for more. Cool. Damn, I should have cut closer. That was my fault, I got hit there. Their arrow patterns are random, but there are routes you can take to where you don't run into any of the random arrow patterns, so... I'm gonna shoot the dynamite and run past all the enemies here. Okay. We'll not be running past all the enemies. Headless guy, goodbye.
We got time for a few?
Yeah.
Alright, we have a $15.43 donation from an anonymous donor. It's nice to see a NoReset speedrun from Chosen. Whenever I normally tune into his stream, it goes back to Hearthstone after the 3rd or 4th reset. Good luck, and let's hope for 7K by the end of the run.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We also have a $7.35 donation from Dee Dee, who says, wanted to round it up to 7K. But we are at 6,700 exactly.
I definitely feel like this is also one of the harder Resident Evils to run. Definitely, this run is actually not that bad considering how it's looked. I'm definitely behind in my PB, but not by much. Alright, so I'm running on the 60 FPS version compared to 30 FPS on Steam. And a lot of the differences, like quick time events, some of them, such as the ones you're going to see here, you can avoid. Where on 60 FPS it is much harder to avoid them, and you would rather just dodge instead of trying to avoid tricks you don't need to. There we go. Yeah. Also, normally he does 2, but sometimes there's RNG and he can swing out for a 3rd or 4th time, but it's in general it's 2. And then, like all other bosses, PR always will just one-shot him. I'm gonna actually use that. We're manifesting a new PB tonight. Who knows? Maybe I'll do another run after on my own channel. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Probably not, but it might happen depending how I'm feeling. And for those who don't normally know who I am or watch my stream at all, my PB in this game is about it's an hour 20 minutes, 56 seconds. World record currently is at 112. Right now I'm about 30 seconds behind. I have my own timer going. We use a different timer than real time for this game because we have auto splitters and we remove loads. But I'm only about 30 seconds behind my PB right now, so and that time can definitely be saved, which is kind of cool. That's true. It is easier PB if you finish a run, and I generally do not finish runs very often, so. I'm gonna pick up that flash grenade just in case we need it. It's just an extra one you can pick up and it doesn't lose any time on the route. Okay, this is gonna be kind of. See if I do it. Got it. Cool. So a bunch of Novisadors, once you hit that button, storm the room. But if you move your camera and you're kind of lucky, then you won't get hit by any of them. And you can activate these guys. And you can get them all in one go instead of having it. Okay, well, that was a weird cycle where they all just. All right. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. If you get hit by one, their movement patterns are random, and if you get hit by one, they can just chain you infinitely. And until you get in a safe spot, you cannot interact with them at all. Alright, we're coming to the last 2 chapters of the castle, rather. And then from the castle, we go straight into the island, which is arguably the hardest part of the game, but also the shortest. Pretty clean mine so far. So, coming up, if you have anything to do, this is the absolute slowest part of the game. This is called minecart skip. It saves about 90 seconds, so you have to do the minecart. And it's an out of bounds glitch. There we go, got it first try. And you skip the whole minecart section and just run along the minecart track. And it's literally just a whole minute of running, watching Leon run. So if anyone has to go to the bathroom, get some water, or whatever, I will still be running on this minecart track when you get back. Too fast for cart, that's true. Cart would not be here. Cart would be way behind PB. And the weird thing about this glitch is, it only works if you have a two-handed weapon, and it's like, it's really easy to do, but it only works if you have a two-handed weapon and Ditman glitch activated. And there's the whole mine scar. We get the Stone of Sacrifice. We go up.
It kind of looks like you were doing a cheat.
Some would call it that. So I shoot there to get that guy to point so it doesn't aggro onto me. And this is one of the part of the game where we just like clean a house with enemies. Oh, whoops, well, let me jump down. Shoot. Waiting for his hand to come back down. There we go. I was pretty worried about him swinging, so that's why I waited to bait him, so it's fine. So, a fun fact, I was actually, I made it ahead of my PB one time, and then I died to the statue cutscene, just by not inputting fast enough. I was the whole, like, 52 seconds ahead. So welcome everyone who's new, coming in. Appreciate you guys still hanging out and watching, supporting the stream. It's for a good cause, so... You will match, you can still die, that's true actually. Let's see if I make it. I don't know if I'll make it. Okay, that was close. And then sometimes that happens. And then sometimes they kill themselves. And you're pretty happy with the first outcome being staggered. And it's funny, the barrels on here actually count as part of the weight. I picked the wrong weapon there. So them blowing it up. Okay. So them blowing it up actually makes it so if one Ganado lands on the cart, you're still fine. And now we're just gonna do elevator. They're gonna hop down from top. And as long as two of them aren't on the cart at the same time, they'll keep going up, and it won't be overloaded on weight. There we go. And now you are going to fight Salazar boss. I'm actually gonna come over here and grab that because run hasn't been that clean. And here we will fight the Salazar boss. So I actually used the Chicago typewriter for this one. Okay, well if I can aim. So you have to shoot the eye. The laser actually won't lock onto the eye because it doesn't recognize it. And so if you miss the eye, sometimes he can just one-shot you. So what I found is that I just use the Chicago typewriter if I'm trying to be safe. But you can definitely use the PRL if you're really, really good at it. Alright, now we're coming up to Island Skip. It's a very precise trick that with the Dipman glitch you can use to get out of bounds here. Got it first try. So now I'm out of bounds and I can skip the entire first section of the island by activating a cutscene that happens right here. Cool. So yeah, that was first try. That trick's there's a setup to it, so it's easy. But if you don't know the setup, the trick's like very, very hard to find. But there's a setup to where it makes it really easy. I used to struggle with it a lot, but now I can get it first try most of the time. And now we have another little bit of a trickier skip coming up, and let's see if I can do it first try. Cool. Messed it up a little bit, but as long as we don't get trapped or hit stunned, it's fine. Only lose like a second or two if I reset the motion.
What?
Okay, as
I just wanted to point out we're 300 short of 7,000. But don't tell anyone. Shh.
alright guys, I'm trying to one. Keep it quiet. And then you guys are probably familiar with the game, you know what those enemies are, the regenerators. In the casual playthrough, one of the most annoying enemies in the game. But in Speedrun, we ignore every single one of them because they're so slow. Actually, we're gonna do this.
God damn it, logic.
Spoilers. And then we kill that one because we have to get the storage room key for Ashley.
Remember, $300 is about 33 cents from everybody watching.
That's actually a terrible idea because the Tiltify, there's a processing fee for donations to Tiltify, and they round it up to the cent. So technically, you know, it does. Yeah. Anyways, I don't do numbers.
And then Ashley teleports again.
What is that thing?
sometimes that happens where Ashley will just stop and refuse to run. She can stagger on an enemy that's on the ground.
Look, there's a gate.
Wait.
One more.
That gun looks like something you could use to do a price check at Target or something.
Like a laser reader.
Follow me.
Yep. It would cost way more than $300 to actually.
Is that how much price checkers cost on here?
Well, actually, you'd be surprised how much these things cost. Like the personal data terminals that they have, that kind of look like a TI 83 Plus calculator with the stock on it that you can hold with the trigger. Those things are worth like $2,000 each.
Interesting.
Leave it to me,
Yep.
Leon.
Price check out 6.
I like it, I like it. Did the gun just shoot the axe out of the air? Yeah, it does that. It shoots all projectiles and entities.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Alright, this section is pretty slow. It's kind of an auto-scroller. It actually describes the giant tracker.
Well, let's auto-scroll our way to $7,000. How's that?
I agree. 300, we're almost there.
Move.
Move.
Move. Wait, is this the cow level? What's happening?
There's not a cow level. I don't know why people are saying move, but...
Moo, moo, moo.
Moo smiled.
We need moo donations like what we got right now to get to 7,000, that's for sure.
There we go.
Can you tell me one thing that cows definitely do not eat?
I really don't. I feel like cows wouldn't eat cheese. I feel like that's something.
Well, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. Because, you know, veals, they kind of drink the moms and everything, but tofu is definitely something that we eat. Speaking of which,
Beef.
while we're on the topic, we have a tofu run at the end of the marathon if you reach 10K. Now, 7K seems like the next logical step to reach 10K. Because if I do some quick math, 7 comes before 8, which comes before 9, which is right before 10. Are you following me up until
I am.
Okay, so right now we're at 6.7K. We need 0.3K. 0.3K is basically 3/10 of 1K. Following me so far?
Absolutely.
Which is $300, which is what we need to get to $7,000, which in turn will lead to $8,000, and then $9,000, and then getting a tofu run. Simple as that. That is the master plan.
I gotta say, that was a stretch even for you.
Does this run your streams? I absolutely do. I'd say I stream it almost every day, every other day at least. I don't know if they're good streams, but they do always incorporate statistics and me getting mad at this video game.
Sounds like a good time, honestly.
Right? Kind of like if you're not in school, you can still get your your stats lesson in, or and then sometimes I've been learning German on my own, so sometimes you might even get that Duolingo, you know?
I mean, you know, the problem is every time I see a pie chart, I actually try to eat it. That's, you know, that never ends well.
Sometimes they just look too good, you know?
I know, right?
What is the statistical probability of PB or world record? Well, for me, a PB, I'd say about 20%. For world record, I give myself 0%. Now, do I have any numbers to actually back up that? No, not at all.
But I wish there was 300% chances I would reach 7,000 before the end.
That's true. There's a 100% chance we will reach that before the end of the run. Wow, that's so funny. That was a gold chapter. Gold split. Never had one on there for a while. Whoops.
Golderinos.
Only by a second, but we take that second.
It's what we do.
How much time lost we have right now? I don't think that you guys want to hear that number. Not. It's honestly like not that bad. Like, but it's not great. All right, I will not. 3 minutes? No, we're way under 3 minutes. Right, we're on at least 123 pace. I am the slowpoke. Been a long time.
We like slowpoke. We do.
Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You catch on
You
quick.
catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Anyone else feel like ordering a bunch of McNuggets?
Leave Ashley out of this.
I think that's what's
I
happening.
needed her by
This scene's so animated and choreographed. Well, yeah, dude, this scene's great.
It's good.
For a 2004 game especially. Also, look how well they land. Look at that
And the sound
clean.
effects.
Yeah, ching, bing, barrel, kick, boom, you know? It's like an action movie.
You got her involved just for that?
Ching. 360. Cut him in the chest.
Switch up. Slash across the chest. Leon gaining ground here.
Come on, Leon, you got him. You got him.
Krauser got first blood, but Leon is getting on top of this situation here. He stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared right back. He's in the top spot right now. Krauser gloating, because that's what villains do.
Enough talk.
You could have ended this right now. No.
This is actually the only match in the game where it'll actually change mid, and so a lot of people die there because they're not used to the button mashing being changed.
If it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we
Ada
have the
comes
upper
to the
hand
rescue.
here.
I got knifed so hard in
You
that
may
scene
be
because I
able
was
to
listening
prolong
to the
your
plot.
life,
I agree.
but it's not like
I
you
mean,
can escape your
if you're not
inevitable
listening to the
death,
plot,
is it?
this game's like a really, really just good casual game to play through.
You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about
We
time you
definitely
told me
need
the
more
reason
donations,
why
though.
you're here.
We need to make
Maybe
it to that
some other
70K.
time.
Speaking of donations, we did get one for $30 from Allie Myers, who says, "Moo."
Moo.
Moo. Moo.
So this is kind of a funny part. If you're holding a hand grenade, I don't think they tested the game with the lasers when you had the slight speed boost from the hand grenade, so you can actually run through the first 2 set of lasers and they can't touch you.
Huh. Nice. Oh,
And
dang.
then he does some parkour.
Parkour!
Any cash
definitely-
cows in chat?
They definitely put that into because of the Resident Evil movie.
Oh, absolutely. Lasers are just fancy light. It's also true. Fun fact.
$270 away. Keep chipping at it.
Alright, and we're coming up to the U3 boss, which the Sadler refers to as it. Oh, whoops. Might get grabbed here. Oh. No, good. And on this one, normally there's a cutscene you have to activate, and then you have to come back through, but you can actually just hit the laser, or the button with the rocket launcher. And a perfect U3, no hits.
Yeah, that was probably like the boss that was the most scary for me in my original playthrough.
It's also I feel like this boss is actually the hardest in the game, too.
Casually, definitely.
Just having like 3 stages of a boss where you don't actually kill it, and then actually having to fight it after. Just eats ammo. I feel like this game, though, compared to a lot of other Resident Evils, is a lot more generous with giving out ammo and stuff.
Well, it's a lot more action-oriented than the previous entries, especially at the time. So.
And now we're coming up to... Whoops. Whoa. This menu. We're coming up to the Krauser fight.
We're getting closer and closer to the end of the game, actually.
So fun fact, if you just run against this wall at normal speed, he'll never actually hit you. So you just do that, come over here, he'll jump over to engage and you shoot with the rocket launcher. And you shoot it to stagger yourself to skip his flashbang stagger, so you don't actually lose time. And then he has 3 different animations you can do up there. He can shoot an arrow, which is the only one that can actually stagger you. And then he shoots, and then the last one's a grenade. Whoops. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, okay. Sometimes you can glitch into the statue, and then you can push it one less time. Oops.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
all those robots can actually explode if you're not very precise in your movement, and a lot of the ones will shoot you. And the thing is, you can actually get comboed from full health and die, because one will shoot you, and then you'll get shot into two that explode.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Okay, I was too busy explaining and forgot to dodge the cutscene. That's okay. It's fine. And then, like all the other bosses, one PRL shot gets rid of our friend Krauser. Yeah, I was too busy explaining, I just completely forgot there was a cutscene there. Or a quick time event, rather. Cool. We got 2 first aid sprays, we're fine here. And now this is Battleground, or Battlefield rather. This is probably the hardest chapter in the game. Please don't hit me there. 5-4 crash? Yeah, let's hope there's no 5-4 crash. And then you retry from checkpoint here to kill all the enemies and full heal if you got hit. And then firing the barrel at that angle will actually kill all three of the Gatling gun Ganados. Okay, I don't know why he didn't get hit. That was kind of weird. Hopefully this guy around the port does not hit me. Cool. And there we go. I'm gonna take that just in case. And we're gonna watch this cutscene. It's just short, and we're just gonna pay respects to Mike.
Take cover!
Probably one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. Rip in peace.
Thanks. When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
Yeah, hey, I know a good bar.
Everyone, after the chat. It was a good run, Mike.
Mike!
I'll make sure you're the next to go, sadly.
Yeah, F. Salazar. F
Mike's-
for Mike, but F. Salazar.
Yeah. Mike's alive, my fanfiction. Happy to hear it. Also, Mike has to live in the remake.
What is this, Aerith? All over again?
It's funny, in a normal run, that battlefield might have golded, I'm not sure, but worth watching the cutscene. I'm like a minute and a half behind, so I don't really care.
It's not that bad. We're actually $270 behind. 7K, that is.
Alright, and this is the last difficult room, and once we're done with this room, the game's basically over, so... Okay. Looks like I still have first aid I picked up. Yeah, notice how much slower that climbing animation is when I'm not Ditman'd up. Let me get a flash grenade one more time and then. We'll flash all these guys in here, and we throw one more flash down here. Yeah, and there we go. About a minute and a half, 2 minutes left in the run. So we get Ashen out of this chair. And then that's the final boss. Dead in literally one shot.
All time, whenever it's.
We have to get off this island now. It's gonna
When I lose all the time with the cutscene, I was already behind, and the cutscene wouldn't have made it PV, so I didn't really care. We will be doing jet ski glitch.
I got a couple of seconds delay, so just call it out, and I'll go by the audio cue and not the.
Whoops.
How convenient. Mas du, precis så långt.
Sorry it took a little long to get on the jet ski. Just activating this glitch. And there he
That's
goes.
not a jet ski though. That's a sea-doo. It's a sea-mobile. The jet ski, you're standing up.
I wish I knew the difference between my water vehicles, but unfortunately I do not. Or aquatic, rather.
Wave race.
Time.
Let's go.
Whew.
GG.
Not that bad. Not great, but you know, for my first run, nerves kind of got the best of me in the beginning. But I appreciate you guys having me, and I appreciate everyone who watched and hung out. IRL friends, anyone who just seeing me run for the first time.
And we appreciate you being here with us to showcase Resident Evil 4. And I'm just going to say this, you're 7 seconds short of a slowpoke, my friend.
Whew, just barely made it.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Yeah,
What do we
got-
have next, Logic? What's the next chapter?
Next, we have Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmare, which is being run by Namage and Video Game Roulette, and being hosted by G-Virus, whoever that is.
Forget the
I don't
glasses.
know. That guy sounds
What's
like
the
a
status
real
of the
prick.
mission?
I've rescued the subject. We're returning
If I
home.
just go by the name, the
Did it,
G-Virus is
Leon?
something that infects
Thanks.
people and turns them
You know,
into
you're kinda cute
monsters.
without those
So
glasses.
I
Give me
don't
your
know who the
number
hell
when I
would
get
pick
back.
that name.
May I remind you that you're still on
But yeah,
duty.
that's going to do it for me. I really appreciate the ability
Story of
to
my life.
host for this event, and thank you for letting us raise money for a good cause.
Absolutely.
And thank you for being with us, Logic. Thank you for the host, and thank you to basically everyone who's watching still. I know we're getting into the thick of the night, but we're not stopping. Can't stop, won't stop. Coming up next was we have Resident Evil 5, followed by the Dark Side Chronicles with the level best and Atomic L. And it's going to be stacked because we're also going to have an Eternal Enigma.